Good afternoon, world. How are you? Today, we're going to do something different. We are going to learn how to properly cut a pineapple. What you need? Obviously, a pineapple. This sucker is like literally perfect. Look at that one. That's a good one. A nice, sharp knife. I prefer these Henkel, the double man or two-man knives. I'm not sure how you say it. See that? And then also I have this amazing little gadget here that my dad showed me many, many years ago. And I bought it and I've never gone back since. We use pineapple almost every day in this house. I make my daughter's lunch every day, and part of that is fruit. And fruit always includes pineapples, grapes, strawberries, and then a side of apples. But the pineapple has always been kind of the pain. I actually have them growing around outside my yard. I'll show you after this. Because here in Florida, we could take these, we plant them, and they grow like crazy. It just takes a couple of years to get from this to actually bearing a fruit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our double man Henkel knife, lay the pineapple on its side, and just sort of chop off the top of it like that, right? So this is the part that you would use to plant in the ground and grow. What you can do is you can rip off, say, like a lot of this stuff around the outside, whoops, and that gets stuck into a glass of water. Let me show you how to do that in case for those who might want to do it in the future. Take that, you stick it in a glass of water, wait for a week, maybe two, and then it's going to start to grow roots out of here. And then you take that, you just stick it in the ground. It's all you literally have to do. And this thing is going to grow into a plant and start producing pineapples for you, but probably will take a year or so to do that. So at least a couple years, I should say. All right, so in any event, we're going to put this to the side over here. Then we're going to take our magical pineapple tool, and let's take a look. See, hopefully you can see straight down on that. We try to get that circle part right onto that core of the pineapple there. And if we can line those up perfectly, give it a little push down, right? And then just turn it gently until you feel it stop. Once you feel it stop and there's resistance there, then you know you've kind of hit the bottom of the pineapple, and that's where you'll stop with the turning and remove it from the pineapple itself. So we're going to keep going and going. And this pineapple looks good. See, I pick them or look for them in the store when they're a little bit green. I have found when they get a little bit golden on the outside, that means maybe they have been on the truck a little long, maybe in the back storeroom at the store, maybe they were on the boat and the boat got delayed at port, whatever the case may be. That definitely makes the difference. So the green pineapple seems to come out really good. Okay, so what we're going to do next is have a container ready to go, which I like these containers here because they're wide enough to be able to fit the pineapple in. You'll see that in just a second. Let's move this over here. Yeah, let's do that way. Okay, so now this can be the tough part because you got to sort of grab it and then just pull straight up, and sometimes spinning a little bit, maybe a little bit of a wiggle helps. And then let's see, move this back just a little, and there you go. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? And you look inside, there's the pineapple. That's the core. You can't eat that anyway. There is a little bit of pineapple meat, that you could use on the outside if you really wanted to, but I find that when I do that, all my kids want to eat is the pineapple rings anyway. So just take this now, give this a fresh, even slice right down the side, knowing that they're going to fall. So try to make it to where they're going to go perfectly into either one side or the other of the container. That's it. And that like that. Just finish all the way down. And look at that. It is so much better, and I think it's cheaper to buy a fresh pineapple than it is canned pineapple. And the reality is I have tried to give my children canned pineapple, and they won't eat it after having fresh pineapple. Then what I do is I take the juice, just a little bit of juice, and I have more, some I have less. Pour that right over top of the pineapple that's in there. Pineapple juice is actually a natural tenderizer. So in a lot of the meat tenderizers, that sort of things, you'll find that pineapple or papain is part of it. So they'll go in and they'll add that in, and it helps make steak and everything super, super tender. So that's how we do pineapple. Now what we'll do is we'll put a lid on this and keep it in the fridge. So this is one of the things. Normally I put my fruit in mason jars. and it lasts a long time. Pineapple actually lasts a long time on its own because it's sort of a natural preservative anyway. So I don't worry too much about that, and I think it would take a couple of mason jars to fill up anyway. But this stuff in this house doesn't last. This pineapple will be gone in a couple of days. So that's how we take care of it. We cut fresh pineapple with our awesome pineapple tool, which you can buy probably on Amazon or Walmart or whatever for a couple dollars. Don't buy the plastic one, it's crap. Spend a couple extra dollars. I mean, this has got to be less than what, $5 or $6. Get the stainless steel. You can clean it out. You can put it in the dishwasher, and it always stays like new. All right, we'll walk outside here in a second. I'll show you what my pineapple trees look like after, I think 3 years now. 3 years ago, they started as this. Let's go take a look and see what they look like now. All right, guys, so I wanted to come out here and show you, since we were talking about pineapples. It's a little bit of a rainy day, but that's okay. Show you what my pineapples look like. You can see I planted all of these probably all around the same time, around 3 years ago. This one has been a really good one. You can see that one's producing a nice sized pineapple. It had one last year. So last year, for this, in year 2, is when it actually started to grow a fruit, and somebody came along and took it. So this year we put these dangerously scary signs that say do not pick. So hopefully that will take care of that. But that thing's probably got another 3 or 4 months to go. And then you can see over here, these are all pineapple tops that I planted 3 years ago. And so this is the first year of this one producing fruit. That's a small one, but it's doing great. And then we'll move on to here. You can see there's a bunch of them. For some reason, some of them produce fruit, some of them don't. I had a heck of a time with rabbits eating them the first time I planted them, but they seem to have gone away. And there's the other one. So that's a small one too. We'll see. This is the first year on that plant. But now the first year, man, rabbits would come and they would eat all of these plants. And my home is right across from a preserve, and that constantly has coyotes walking out, etc. So I think the coyotes, unfortunately, may have thinned out the rabbit population. But in any event, so there they go. That's what they look like after 3 years. So keep, you know, if you plant them, plant the top the way I talked about. You know, always fly your flag, of course, but give it time, be patient, excuse me, and eventually you will be rewarded with that growing in your yard if your climate allows. All right, this is What's Kevin saying, what's Kevin doing? Saying goodbye for now. Bye.